Life can change in an instant, and these 25 images capture the last moments before tragedy struck. Some show daring adventurers, others document everyday moments, all of them leading to shocking and heartbreaking ends. Each photo carries a haunting story, a reminder that fate is often unpredictable and unforgiving. From bold stunts to devastating accidents, these snapshots are chilling testaments to lives that ended far too soon. If you find these stories intriguing, be sure to subscribe to Surprise Insights to uncover more captivating and unexpected facts. And if this video resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and share. 25. A Daredevil's Destiny, Robert Overaker. Robert Overaker's ambition to bring attention to homelessness led him to one of the most perilous stunts imaginable: riding a jet ski over Niagara Falls in 1995. Overaker, a passionate advocate, planned the feat to raise awareness, adorning his jet ski with signs reading, "Save the Homeless." Thousands gathered to witness his courageous act, hoping his parachute would carry him safely to the bottom. Tragically, the chute failed, sending him into the roaring falls, sealing his fate. His story lives on as a powerful reminder of the risks some are willing to take for causes close to their hearts. 24. The Omagh bombing. This seemingly peaceful photograph shows a father and child enjoying an afternoon in the bustling town of Omagh in Northern Ireland. Yet just minutes later, a devastating car bomb would turn this moment into a nightmare. The bomb, hidden in a red Vauxhall Cavalier and placed by the real Irish Republican Army, was primed to cause maximum destruction in the crowded shopping area. The explosion claimed 29 lives, including those of young students on a cultural exchange trip, and injured hundreds. Today, the image is a painful reminder of the innocent lives lost and the dark shadow of conflict that once loomed over Northern Ireland. 23. Seconds from Death, Thirsh Patel. The series of photos taken by Rutgers University student Thirsh Patel show an idyllic day hiking in the woods of New Jersey, until the group of hikers encountered a large black bear. As they captured photos, the bear began to close the distance, its curiosity turning dangerous. When the group attempted to flee, Patel became separated and, tragically, was trapped against a rock formation, unable to escape. His body was later found, and the bear, now considered a threat, was euthanized by authorities. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of wildlife encounters. 22. A Last Hike, Jolie Callan. 18-year-old Jolie Callan embarked on what she thought would be a peaceful hike with her ex-boyfriend in Cheaha State Park, Alabama. The two had recently decided to redefine their relationship, and Callan believed this outing would provide closure. This photo, taken by her ex-boyfriend, captures her standing on a cliff's edge, unknowingly moments from her death. Her ex-boyfriend, Lauren Bunner, shot her twice, ultimately pushing her body off the cliff. In a twisted turn of fate, he later confessed to the crime, bringing an end to a chilling tale of betrayal and loss. 21. The Bataclan Concert. This photo captures a carefree crowd enjoying a performance at the Bataclan Concert Hall in Paris, just hours before the deadliest night in the city's recent history. On November 13, 2015, a series of terrorist attacks ravaged Paris, with the Bataclan becoming the site of an unthinkable massacre. During the Eagles of Death metal performance, armed attackers entered, firing indiscriminately into the audience, ultimately taking 89 lives. Survivors and victims' families remember this moment as one of joy and connection turned to terror in the blink of an eye. 20. The Carterton Balloon Tragedy. A photograph of Alexis Still and Christian Jordan captures the excitement of their hot air balloon adventure over Carterton, New Zealand. However, the ride took a deadly turn when the balloon collided with power lines, bursting into flames and plummeting to the ground. All 11 passengers perished, and the investigation later revealed the pilot, Lance Hopping, had THC in his system, raising questions about his decision-making. The tragedy stands as a somber reminder of the unexpected dangers even the most seemingly serene adventures can hold. 19. The McQuilkin Brothers. In Sequoia National Park in 1975, Michael and Sean McQuilkin posed for a fun photo, marveling at the eerie phenomenon of their hair standing on end due to an approaching thunderstorm. Little did they know, this strange sight was an ominous precursor to a lightning strike. Moments after the photo was taken, both brothers were struck, though they miraculously survived. This chilling image continues to educate others about lightning safety, emphasizing the importance of taking cover when storms are near. 18. An Assassination, Rajiv Gandhi. A photo of India's former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi shows him in a crowd of supporters just moments before his assassination on May 21, 1991. A woman, later identified as the suicide bomber, approached with a garland to place around his neck. As he leaned forward, she detonated an explosive device, killing him and 14 others instantly. Gandhi's death brought profound sorrow to India, and the event serves as a stark reminder of the violence sometimes associated with political change. 17. James Dean's Last Drive. An iconic image of Hollywood actor James Dean, taken at a gas station with his Porsche 550 Spider, captures him just an hour before his fatal crash in 1955. Dean, an auto racing enthusiast, was en route to a race when he collided head-on with another vehicle. Known for his live fast, die young lifestyle, Dean's death cemented his legacy as a tragic cultural icon, forever frozen in the public's memory at just 24 years old. 16. The Balloon Priest, Adelire Antonio de Carli. Father Adelire Antonio de Carli, dubbed the Balloon Priest, undertook a risky venture to raise funds for his parish in Brazil by ascending into the skies tethered to hundreds of helium balloons. Though he had equipment for survival, he soon lost contact, and after hours adrift, vanished completely. Search efforts continued for months until his body was discovered off the coast. His story is both adventurous and tragic, reflecting the high risks taken for charity and faith. 15. Chris McCandless, Into the Wild. This image of Chris McCandless, taken by himself, shows him beaming in front of the abandoned bus he called Magic Bus in the Alaskan wilderness. McCandless had set off into the wild to live off the land, seeking freedom and adventure after abandoning most of his worldly possessions. Tragically, he became trapped by a swollen river, unable to return, and succumbed to starvation after surviving for over 100 days in the wilderness. His journey and ultimate fate were later documented in the book and film Into the Wild, sparking debate about self-reliance, nature's unforgiving power, and the allure of a life lived outside societal norms. 14. Ronaldo Dogsa's Final Photo. Ronaldo Dogsa, a Filipino politician, was celebrating New Year's Eve with his family, capturing a candid moment of his loved ones smiling at the camera. However, his photo also accidentally included his own killer, who can be seen aiming a gun at him in the background. Moments after the photo was taken, Dogsa was fatally shot, and the haunting image served as key evidence that helped authorities capture the assassin. This photo remains a chilling reminder of the suddenness of violence and the importance of justice. 13. A Flight's Final Descent, Dutch MH17. The haunting image of passengers boarding Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 captures the serene start of what was intended to be a routine journey from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. Little did they know, their Boeing 777 would soon cross over a conflict zone in Ukraine, where it was shot down by a missile, killing all 298 people on board. The incident remains a tragic example of the dangers posed by geopolitical conflicts and the innocent lives that can be lost in their wake. This photograph became a symbol of the heartbreak shared by families and nations alike, mourning those lost in an international tragedy. 12. Paul Walker's Final Ride. Actor Paul Walker, best known for his role in the Fast and the Furious films, is captured in this photo entering a Porsche Carrera GT for what would be his final drive. Walker and his friend, who was driving, were taking the car for a spin after a charity event. Just minutes later, the car lost control, crashing and bursting into flames, taking both their lives. Walker's tragic death at 40 left fans mourning a beloved star, and the incident served as a cautionary tale about the importance of road safety and the risks associated with high-speed driving. 11. The Last Photo of the Titanic. This photograph, taken by a passenger from the RMS Carpathia, shows the Titanic as it departed Queenstown, Ireland, on April 11, 1912. This image, unknowingly, would be the last picture taken of the unsinkable ship before it hit an iceberg and sank in the North Atlantic just days later. The disaster claimed over 1,500 lives and became one of the most infamous tragedies in maritime history, sparking improvements in ship safety and leaving an enduring legacy that has fascinated generations. The photo captures the Titanic in all its majesty, a haunting contrast to the tragedy that would follow. 10. The Space Shuttle Challenger Crew. This heartwarming photo shows the crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger just before their ill-fated launch on January 28, 1986. The 7 astronauts, full of excitement and ambition, were preparing to embark on a historic space mission. Tragically, the shuttle exploded 73 seconds after liftoff due to a critical failure in one of the O-rings, leading to the loss of all crew members. The Challenger disaster shocked the world and led to major changes in NASA's protocols, with the image of the crew symbolizing humanity's determination to explore space despite the risks involved. 9. Nick Piantanida, stratospheric adventurer. Nick Piantanida's ambition to set a record for the highest parachute jump led him to ascend into the stratosphere in a pressurized gondola. In his final photo, Piantanida looks out from his capsule, aiming to break barriers in high-altitude jumping. However, his mission took a tragic turn when his suit depressurized mid-ascent, causing severe brain damage. Although he survived the initial descent, he fell into a coma and passed away months later. His story highlights the dangers of extreme adventuring, and he is remembered as a pioneer in the pursuit of pushing human limits. 8. Philippe Petits' Twin Towers Walk. In this photograph, Philippe Petit can be seen confidently stepping onto a high wire strung between the Twin Towers of New York City's World Trade Center in 1974. Petit, a French high-wire artist, stunned the world by illegally performing this daring walk without any harness or safety net. While Petit completed his walk successfully, it is hard not to think of the fatal risks he faced on that wire. His feat, immortalized in books and films, symbolizes both the spirit of human ambition and the dangers inherent in the pursuit of the extraordinary. 7. JFK's Last Motorcade. A photograph of President John F. Kennedy and First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy shows the couple smiling and waving to the crowds in Dallas, Texas, during a motorcade ride on November 22, 1963. Just moments after this picture was taken, President Kennedy was assassinated, shocking the nation and leading to an era of conspiracy theories and public mourning. The image captures a moment of joy turned to tragedy, freezing in time the last moments of one of the most beloved presidents in U.S. history. 6. David Johnson and Mount St. Helens. Geologist David Johnston, stationed just 5 miles from Mount St. Helens, was capturing data as the volcano showed signs of erupting in May 1980. His final words, "Vancouver, Vancouver, this is it," broadcast just seconds before the eruption, would become famous. Johnston was swept away by the volcanic blast, which claimed 57 lives in total and caused significant devastation. His photograph of the volcano just before the eruption serves as a haunting reminder of nature's power and the dedication of those who study it. 5. Jonestown mass suicide. This tragic photo captures the line of empty chairs and makeshift altar at Jonestown, Guyana, just hours before the mass suicide murder orchestrated by cult leader Jim Jones. The event led to the deaths of over 900 followers, including children, who consumed a cyanide-laced drink. This devastating image serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of blind obedience and the tragic consequences of cult manipulation, sparking ongoing discussions on the psychology of cult behavior and the importance of personal agency. 4. Princess Diana. The last photograph of Princess Diana, taken on August 31, 1997, captures her in a black Mercedes-Benz just moments before the tragic car crash in Paris. Seated with her companion Dodi Fayed, Diana's driver, Henri Paul, attempted to evade paparazzi, leading the car to crash at high speed in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. The world was left in shock, with millions grieving her loss and leaving tributes outside Kensington Palace. Diana's humanitarian work and compassionate public image made her a beloved global icon, amplifying the impact of her untimely death. Her passing raised questions about media intrusion, influencing lasting changes in the relationship between public figures and the press. 3. The final moments of Sharon Tate. Actress Sharon Tate's final photo was taken days before she was murdered by members of the Manson family in her Los Angeles home. Tate, pregnant at the time, was a rising star in Hollywood. Her brutal murder, along with that of her friends, shocked the nation and marked one of the most notorious crimes in American history. The image captures her radiant spirit, a stark contrast to the tragic fate that would soon befall her, forever leaving an imprint on Hollywood's dark history. 2. Freddie Mercury's last public appearance. Freddie Mercury, the iconic lead singer of Queen, made his last public appearance in 1990, where he appeared frail and thin, though he maintained a bright smile for fans and cameras. Mercury, who had been diagnosed with AIDS, kept his illness private, continuing to work until he could no longer perform. His last photo remains a poignant reminder of his strength and dedication to his art, even in the face of terminal illness, and his legacy as a pioneer in both music and LGBTQ representation. 1. Steve Irwin's final adventure. This photo captures wildlife conservationist Steve Irwin, known as the Crocodile Hunter, during one of his many dives with marine animals. His final dive, however, took a tragic turn when he was fatally injured by a stingray. Irwin's death shocked the world, leaving a void in wildlife conservation and education. Known for his infectious enthusiasm and deep love for animals, His legacy continues through his family and the Australia Zoo, serving as an inspiring reminder of the impact one person can make in educating the world about wildlife. These chilling images remind us of life's fragility and the unpredictability of our paths. Each snapshot captures a moment frozen in time, each story leaving a powerful impact. If you found these stories captivating, subscribe to Surprise Insights to uncover more fascinating, thought-provoking content. Like, share, and tell us which story resonated with you the most in the comments below.